All right, let's dive into the fascinating world of stomach flu, also known as viral gastroenteritis. This common illness is caused by a variety of viruses, but today we'll be focusing on the two most common culprits, norovirus and rotavirus. Norovirus is a highly contagious virus that can affect people of all ages. It's actually the leading cause of gastroenteritis outbreaks worldwide. The virus is quite hardy and can survive for long periods on surfaces, making it easy to spread. Norovirus can cause sudden onset of symptoms, which typically include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach cramps. Rotavirus, on the other hand, is a major cause of severe diarrhea in young children. This virus is particularly dangerous for infants and young kids who have not yet been vaccinated against it. Rotavirus infections are characterized by fever, vomiting, and watery diarrhea, which can sometimes lead to dehydration if not treated promptly. Both norovirus and rotavirus can be easily transmitted from person to person or through contact with contaminated surfaces, objects, or food. It's important to understand that these viruses are different from the bacteria and parasites that can also cause gastrointestinal illnesses. Since they are viruses, antibiotics will not be effective in treating stomach flu caused by norovirus or rotavirus. Now that we've covered the main viruses responsible for stomach flu, let's delve into how these viruses spread and what factors contribute to their transmission. Stomach flu can be quite contagious, and understanding the modes of transmission is crucial for prevention. First, let's discuss close contact. Stomach flu viruses, especially norovirus, can spread easily from person to person in close quarters. This could be through direct contact, such as touching or shaking hands, or indirectly, like touching a contaminated surface and then touching your face. In fact, even the tiny particles of vomit or feces from an infected person can be enough to spread the virus. Contaminated surfaces are another mode of transmission. Viruses like norovirus are tough and can survive on surfaces for hours or even days, increasing the risk of infection. Common high-touch areas such as doorknobs, light switches, and countertops can harbor these viruses and facilitate their spread. Ingestion of contaminated food or water is yet another way stomach flu viruses can find their way into our systems. Food handlers infected with the virus can inadvertently contaminate food, and the virus can persist in water sources, such as wells or swimming pools. Consuming undercooked shellfish from contaminated waters is a common source of norovirus infection. In summary, stomach flu viruses can spread through close contact with infected individuals, contact with contaminated surfaces, and ingestion of contaminated food or water. Being aware of these transmission modes is essential for protecting ourselves and others from this unpleasant illness. Now let's move on to the typical symptoms of stomach flu. As mentioned earlier, stomach flu is caused by various viruses, but the symptoms generally tend to be quite similar across the board. So, what can you expect if you're unfortunate enough to catch the stomach flu? Well, first and foremost, nausea is a common symptom. This unpleasant sensation of feeling like you might vomit can be quite distressing. And speaking of vomiting, it is another telltale sign of stomach flu. Vomiting can occur suddenly and may be accompanied by stomach cramps or pain. Diarrhea is another key symptom of stomach flu. Loose, watery stools can be frequent and may also lead to abdominal pain and cramping. These stomach cramps can range from mild to severe, depending on the individual and the specific virus causing the infection. In addition to these hallmark symptoms, some people may also experience fever, headache, muscle aches, and fatigue. It's important to remember that the severity and duration of symptoms can vary depending on factors like the person's age, overall health, and the specific virus involved. The duration of the illness typically ranges from 1 to 3 days for norovirus infections, while rotavirus infections may last slightly longer, up to a week. However, it's worth noting that even after symptoms subside, you can still be contagious and spread the virus to others for several days or even weeks. In summary, the main symptoms of stomach flu include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. The duration of the illness varies, but generally lasts from a few days to a week. Remember, it's important to take care of yourself and practice good hygiene to prevent the spread of the virus to others. All right, now let's take a closer look at how our bodies respond and defend against stomach flu viruses, like norovirus and rotavirus. Our immune system plays a crucial role in identifying and neutralizing these invaders. So understanding the various defense mechanisms at work can be quite intriguing. One of the key components of our immune response to stomach flu viruses is the production of antibodies. Antibodies are proteins that our immune system generates to recognize and neutralize foreign substances, such as viruses and bacteria. When we're infected with a stomach flu virus, our immune system produces specific antibodies that can latch onto the virus, blocking it from causing further damage and marking it for destruction by other immune cells. Another fascinating aspect of our body's defense system against stomach flu is the role of the gut microbiome. This complex community of trillions of microorganisms living in our digestive tracts plays a crucial role in maintaining our overall health, including supporting our immune system. A healthy gut microbiome can help prevent the growth and spread of harmful pathogens like the viruses responsible for stomach flu. Some beneficial bacteria in our gut can even produce substances that inhibit the growth of these viruses or enhance the production of protective mucus in our intestines. It's important to note that our immune response can vary depending on factors like age, overall health, and previous exposure to similar viruses. For example, young children and the elderly may have a weaker immune response to stomach flu viruses, making them more susceptible to severe infections. In summary, the body's immune response to stomach flu involves the production of antibodies and the support of the gut microbiome. These defense mechanisms work together to help protect us from the harmful effects of stomach flu viruses and aid in our recovery. Finally, let's discuss the prevention measures and treatment options for stomach flu. Knowing how to prevent and treat this common illness is essential for maintaining overall well-being and minimizing its impact on our daily lives. When it comes to prevention, proper hygiene is key. Frequent hand washing with soap and water can help reduce the risk of contracting and spreading stomach flu viruses. Be sure to wash your hands thoroughly after using the restroom, before preparing or eating food, and after coming into contact with someone who's sick. Disinfecting frequently touched surfaces like doorknobs, countertops, and faucets can also help minimize the spread of the virus. In addition to hygiene, being mindful of food safety can help prevent stomach flu. Always wash fruits and vegetables before consumption, cook meats to the appropriate temperature, and avoid consuming raw or undercooked shellfish from potentially contaminated waters. Now, let's talk about treatment options. Since stomach flu is caused by viruses, antibiotics are not effective in treating the condition. Instead, treatment focuses on supportive care to help manage symptoms and prevent complications, such as dehydration. Hydration is crucial during a stomach flu episode, as vomiting and diarrhea can lead to significant fluid loss. Drinking plenty of water, clear broths, or electrolyte replenishing drinks can help counteract dehydration. It's important to take small sips frequently to minimize the risk of vomiting due to a sudden influx of fluids. Supportive care also includes getting adequate rest and allowing your body time to recover. Over-the-counter medications such as antidiarrheal agents or pain relievers can help manage symptoms, but always consult your healthcare provider before using any medication, especially for children. In summary, prevention measures for stomach flu include proper hygiene and food safety practices. Treatment options focus on hydration and supportive care to help manage symptoms and prevent complications. Remember, taking care of yourself and practicing good hygiene can go a long way in keeping stomach fluid at bay.